Hi you guys, welcome to our California farm. Today I'm going to show you how to make great Christmas decorations while spending $0. I mean it. We are not even going to go to the dollar store. We are going to use everything you have at home already. Now the main component of this craft is a tin. So as long as you have a tin, like a tin from a candy or Christmas cookie, right? Or some beauty companies do their Christmas gifts in tins like that. This one is from L'Occitane de Provence. That's all you need. And if you do crafts already, you probably already have a glue gun at home. And all the rest of that things we'll find around the house. So the main principle of making a tin decoration is to have a proper 2D background and 3D foreground. Now let's talk about background, where you can find it. There are lots of places at home that you can find a good Christmas or wintry theme background. It can be an old magazine, a newspaper, wall calendar, old postcards that your family and friends send you over Christmas time. It can be leftover of Christmas gifts wrapping paper, scrapbooking paper, lots of possibilities. And while you're looking for your background, you need to decide whether you want, one, your background to be the main focal point and 3D elements only to accent that main background, or two, your background will be just the background and the 3D elements will create the main theme or, the main picture. And I'll show you both today. Here is an example of a simple Christmas decoration that I made where the background is the focal point. Now this background I took from an old Christmas chocolates box. So I cut out the circle, glued it on with a glue gun, and if you can see, it's a little bit embossed, so it's already a little bit 3D. So I wanted it to be the main theme, the main thing of my decoration. And then I used old beads that I had at home just to accentuate the decorations on the Christmas tree. If you have a similar image, you can use lots and lots of little elements to create Christmas tree decorations. It can be little buttons, different types of beads, pom-poms, even candy. You can use M&Ms or Skittles candy if you have at home to glue on top of a Christmas tree for a very simple but very beautiful Christmas decoration in a tin can. In this case, as I said, this is where the background is the most important part and the 3D elements accentuate that. Here's another way how we used a 2D background as a main focal point. This is an old postcard. So kids were using this star-shaped tin, and so they thought it looks like Christmas cookie. So they found this little Christmas cookie decorations that we already had at home and glued it on top of the Christmas card. Now, this little element, the wreath that we also had at home, it actually drawn on the card itself. So it is drawn in 2D and we just added a 3D element on top of that. And now we have a very simple but very pretty decoration. You can also use a structure of your tin, whatever you already have on your tin, for your benefit. Now this Christmas cookie tin is embossed. So you can see the profile of Santa on this side and on the other side. So I used that profile to create a two-sided decoration. So to make the Santa on this side, I only used my old nail polish for the red parts, for the decoration of the attire of Santa, and also over here on top of his hat. Then we used some old Christmas stickers and 2 cotton balls for the beard. And as you can see, now we have a cute two-sided decoration. And to hang your decorations, you can use either the rustic burlap like this, or any ribbon you have at home. It doesn't matter. So now, so far we were talking about 2D background as the main focal point and 3D elements to enhance it. Now, if you want to have 3D elements as the most important part of your decoration, then you will need a bit of a deeper tin so that bigger elements can fit in. This one is perfect, but I think this Christmas cookie one will be okay as well. So now, in this case, your background is not that important. It can be just a general wintry theme or even plaid background for Christmas. You can use music notes sheets as a background. So the image is not that important. And you'll have to find those 3D elements at home to create a whimsical story inside your team. Now, how do you do that? If you have kids, the best way is to look in their toys. And the toys don't necessarily have to be Christmas toys. You just have to create a story about Christmas with them. For example, I found lots and lots of little things in my kids' toy chest that we can use for this project. Let me show you. For instance, there's a little car. It's not a Christmas car, but it's red. So if I put a little piece of Christmas tree on top, it becomes a Santa car delivering a Christmas tree. Another example. Here we have some beads that my son got, I guess, for 4th of July celebration. But you can also use them as decorations for your Christmas tree. It doesn't matter, they're sparkly, they're bright, so they will fit whatever idea of a Christmas decoration you have very well. We also have some bells that we can use. These are probably from some Christmas parties that kids attended previously. And then I found this ring. We probably got it for St. Patrick's Day, but it's green and it's one of the main colors of Christmas, so why not use it? So I'm thinking I'm gonna do something with it. And look at this little doggy. I mean, by itself, it's not a Christmas character, but we can use it in a Christmas theme. How a little dog celebrates Christmas. If you have a little deer, a plastic deer at home, you can do a wintry theme with the wintry 2D background, for instance. Or if you have, sort of rustic farmhouse background and little plastic farm animals, you can do Christmas on the farm and things like that. So once I decided on a dog being my main character in this Christmas theme, I had to create this atmosphere of Christmas because dog on itself, as I said, is not a Christmas character. So what is the easiest way to do that? Is to get a Christmas tree on your background. So I've cut out this Christmas tree from the leftover Christmas gifts wrapping paper. And it fits perfectly into my tin. So I'm going to glue it to the tin later. But as you can see, there's a lot of space left on the background. So how do we fill that in? The easiest way to do that, you can just use the white paper. But if you want to approach it creatively, think about the scrapbooking paper you may have at home. And look what I found. I found this scrapbook paper with dog paws all over it. And that immediately gave me an idea. This is a naughty dog. It was running all over the place trying to get something. Maybe a toy from a Christmas tree. So that will be my main idea. That's the main background. There'll be Christmas tree in the middle. And then we'll figure out what type of Christmas toy or a decoration this dog wanted to snatch. I'll show you in a second what we came up with. And here is the final result. So the story behind this decoration is that this little naughty doggy wanted to get this bell which was attached to the holly. and he thought it was a ball. So you can see he was running around, jumping all over the place, trying to get it. And this is the final decoration that you can either put on your fireplace or on your Christmas tree, and it looks funny, it looks pretty, and you used all the things that you have at home for this little scene. And if you take every single element of it, this ring, the dog, they're not Christmas elements specifically, but if you put them together with a bell and a bit of a Christmas background, you have yourself a little story in a tin. And you can do the same with your little toys and your little elements that you can find at home without buying things in the store. And it's great. You recycle, you save money, and as a result, you get a unique handmade Christmas decoration.